Presentation we're going to show how to use the ETL programmer for 9S12 devices and repair basically module for BMW and Mini. Those modules, they got lots of issues in the vehicle. Sometimes they're missing lights, lights not operational, windows not operational, and basically fixing the software. We would be able to repair this module. This module, it's very sophisticated and protected. We never seen in those modules the devices, what is output devices is burned. Then most common problem is the software. And we're going to show you today on the programmer, we're going to repair this module. We have to start the programmer. We have to connect programmer to the computer. You have to license first because license is invalid in this moment. Register the product. Okay, now we can select the target device. And in our case, the processor what is used in this module is a XEQ 384, and the mask is 3M25J. We select this device, and right away on the Windows we see some features what we can basically operate on this processor. It's a D-Flash, EEPROM, and Flash. And for programming, we can choose whatever we want to do. Also, there is automatically shows the pinout, and we don't have to connect. Actually, those are the adapters what we have to use it. In some cases, we're going to explain how and when we're going to use those adapters. Also, there is a pinout for the processor like JPEGs, and this allows us to operate on the processor and know which pin we have to connect it. In this case, we use this processor and we select the target. Then we have to connect to the processor. This particular board doesn't require, actually doesn't get the footprint for the BDM, and we have to find those pins on the board. Using regular ohm meter, we can find those pins. We have to find 4 pins, what is ground, 5-volt supply, and reset, also background mode. And we already did the homework. We found those pins. Those pins are basically located in this area. We're gonna show how we're gonna solder those pins to the programmer. Programmer comes with the color wires, and colors is basically can be set up to the customer require. In our case, the wire what is ground is a black. Our soldering iron is not ready yet. We got 4 points, and those points they're gonna let us read this processor. There is a ground, BDM mode. In our case, this is white wire, but you can choose the colors whatever in your specification. Or this is a reset wire. It's a brown in our case, and the 5-volt supply is a. And those 4 wires, it's enough to read this processor. And we're gonna try to read and see what's happening in this device. We got already set up the target, and in our address we decide to read the D flash, EEPROM, and flash. We see the programmer is very fast, recognize the device as no problem. Takes few seconds to read contents of this processor. Especially we're reading complete processor, what is allowed us to even copy and even replace the file in another brand new processor, if in the case if we have to do it. The device is complete, it's finished reading device. And what is the unique feature on this programmer? You can set up the automatic backup. In case if you forget to store the file, you can get this file automatically stored by a computer and programmer, and you don't have to worry you're gonna lose original file. And this file is stored in the S19 protocol. We can also review this programmer, see there is some data in the EEPROM, there is some data in the P flash, and D flash is empty, what is supposed to be. But we don't know if this data in those EEPROM and flash is proper. Then we're gonna save it for future reference. The best format is to use the S Motorola format or extended ETL format. We're gonna use extended ETL format. We're gonna save this as a FRM 3 E70, and this is adaptive headlight, and we're gonna put it as a bad device. Save original contents. Now what we can do, if we want to program just the EEPROM, this programmer doesn't allow us to program only EEPROM. We have to basically go to the device, set up the programming only the flash part of this programmer, and when we choose the P flash, it's full of some information. This tool is basically help us to restore original setting on this module. What we have to do, we have to basically use the EEPROM or data flash. Data flash in this particular module supposed to be empty. EEPROM supposed to contain some information. This information is there. But if we want to restore the module and repair module, we have to use the unique feature of this programmer to restore original setting for the EEPROM in the D flash. And in this case we can set up a portion, or you can set up complete 4 kilobytes EEPROM, allocate in the D flash. And when we're going to do this, we don't see this right now on the screen, but if we read this device again, we're going to see this partition was set up successfully. Right now the D flash is empty, EEPROM is empty also, but it's allocated properly in the D flash, and the P flash is untouched. And in this case our programming could be a finish, and we can program this particular module in the vehicle using diagnostic tools. If we don't get proper equipment to reprogram this module in the vehicle, using original equipment or some aftermarket equipment will allow us to program contents of the EEPROM, we can copy from another module, or we can modify original file. In this case, what we have to do, we have to select pflash, select complete flash, and we're gonna fill it up with the FF. We have to erase this flash. But this is very crucial moment, because if we program with this contain the flash, we're gonna lock the processor. In our case, what we have to do, when we open the target device, we have to set up programming only flash, and the flash security what has to be chosen and leave in the position unlock. This programmer has got the guidelines, basically show us the position of the security byte. If we click on this, it shows on the blue what is the security byte. If this byte would be FF, automatically during the programming would lock the processor, and we cannot access this processor anymore. We would have to remove the processor from the board, put it on the adapter what we showed earlier, and unsecure the processor. If we change those bytes for FE, now during the programming, the processor is going to be still unlocked. In this moment, the icon on the bottom shows the processor is unlocked, and we select the target as a flash only. We're gonna program flash with the FE, and this parameter keeps our flash and processor unlocked. We can access this processor, like this icon over there shows the processor still unlocked. Now we're gonna read this processor again. We got set up all three memories in the processor. We're gonna read this again and just see if everything what we did is empty. Processor is basically prepared for programming. It's gonna take few seconds. But this program is very fast and reads with no errors. We're using this programmer for many years and we don't get any problem. Now we verified again. Okay, our SD flash is empty. EEPROM is allocated and is empty too. Our P flash is empty and unlock. In this particular place supposed to be FE. Now we can copy from another source the file, or we store some files, and we open the file. The format what we store was extended ETL format, and this is for example a mini file. We open this. Okay, now we see there is a contents of the flash, and also there is some information on the EEPROM what allows us to restore the original configuration on the module. Again, we verify the target. Now for programming we have to choose flash and EEPROM. D flash is not configured in this processor. And we're doing programming. In the programming, it shows automatically we chosen EEPROM and flash, and this we're gonna program. This module we can also modify because those vehicles, they come with the different lights. They can come with the LED lights, they can come with regular bulbs lights, and sometimes it needs some adaptation or programming in the vehicle. Small changes or programming in the vehicle that can be done by original tool. In some cases it's possible to copy from another good module and restoring the proper allocation in the EEPROM will fix this module, and this module will be operational again in the vehicle. Now we program everything. Program does automatically verification, but we can use this feature and verify it if the programming was proper. And like we see, so far there's no any errors. Then module should be restored to original factory specification and can work again in the vehicle. We can plug it in the vehicle, and right away the communication should be there, and all the lights should work. If there is some correction, like I say, would be possible to do by diagnostic tool. Like you can see, everything is programmed, processor is not locked, and we can do this repeat as many times as we want. In case if we don't get proper software, we can read this software from another source, save it, and reprogram this processor. This programmer, it comes with the price tag, but this is basically worth it any penny what you're spending on this programmer. Our engineering team is taking care about the customer, and this programmer was designed for the electronic shops what is working on automotive, because those processors that was very popular in automotive. Also, those processors can be found in other devices, like probably home or some electronic devices. If you wanna share information where the device is there, our engineering team is open for any question or even technical support. Any algorithm what you see right now on this programmer is adding constantly to this programmer, and will be probably in the future one of the most powerful programmer, because it's got 912 devices, 805 devices, and 908 devices. Some of the devices they're working right now, and they're gonna be added in future. And this programmer is a very protective programmer. In next video we will show you how to operate on devices what is secure and allowed us to open this processor, reprogram, or change some contents of the EEPROM or the D flash or P flash. And basically this programmer is very handy in any electronic shop. Thank you for watching.